What do you think and feel when you hear the words study or revision? You may see studying as a chore. You may think of it as something depressing. You may even find it frightening. You may think of studying as uncool. You may think that you can get by without studying. You may think that none of your friends study. You may see studying as something that should be avoided at all costs until absolutely necessary, say, the week before your finals. You may try not to think about study at all. All of these are negative attitudes.
Welcome to day one of this course, Attitude and Confidence. My name is Dr. Jason Davis, and over the next 6 days, I will show you that study and revision are nothing to be worried about, and I will give you clear, simple, practical study advice that will help you to achieve a better grade.
Many students have an unhealthy attitude towards revision and study. In fact, many students don't have a concrete idea of exactly what is meant by study. But think about this. Your success in anything that you attempt in life is largely due to your attitude. A good attitude leads to good results, whereas a poor attitude leads to poor results. So why not develop a great attitude and get great results? With the right attitude towards your studies, your confidence will grow, you'll find your work easier, you'll get your work done in less time, your marks will improve, and you'll enjoy your work more. So how do you improve your attitude?
Well, attitudes are nothing more than habits of thought, and bad habits can be replaced with good ones. If you have the habit of saying, I hate studying, or I'm bad at studying, or I'm a poor student, then over time you will convince yourself that this is true, and it becomes part of how you define yourself. But remember, attitudes are simply habits of thought. So next time you find yourself thinking, I hate studying, or I'm bad at studying, or I'm a poor student, then stop yourself and think instead, I'm learning to like studying, and I'm getting better at studying, and I'm becoming a good student. Use this technique every day. I'm going to set you a challenge. As you work through this course, try to consider each lesson with a positive attitude. Try to take an active, open-minded interest and say to yourself, I can really benefit from this. I will do my best to learn all that I can from it.
As well as developing a positive attitude towards your studies, learn to believe in yourself. When faced with a challenge, don't say I can't. Ask yourself, why can't I? And how can I? For example, instead of saying I can't do maths, ask yourself, why can't I do maths? And how can I improve my maths skills? Or instead of saying I can't write essays, ask yourself, why can't I write essays? And how can I improve my essay writing skills?
Do you see how this is a much healthier, more positive way of thinking? What I'm saying is this, don't underestimate yourself or put yourself down. Be positive and think, I can. Do this regularly and it quickly becomes second nature. Fact, you are capable of far more than you know. Often students don't do as well as they can because they don't fully grasp that at university their learning is their own responsibility. What do I mean by this? Well, think back to how you were taught at school. At school, your teacher asked the class questions, set exercises to be completed in class, and gave homework assignments to make you think about your work and to check that you understood it as you went along. It's likely that your teacher knew everybody's name and probably had a good idea of everybody's individual strengths and weaknesses. Also at school, your time was structured and organised for you into classes, sports periods, and perhaps also into private study sessions. The way you learn at university, however, is somewhat different. Some of your time is still organised for you. You attend lectures, tutorials, seminars and practical classes, and you participate in fieldwork, etc. You are also assigned coursework. The major difference at university is the role that your lecturers play in your learning. At university, the task of a lecturer is to help you to know what to study and to act as a pace setter as you progress through your course. It is your responsibility to organise your study time, it is your responsibility to set yourself study objectives, and it is your responsibility to actively learn the material. Think carefully about these differences. It is important to recognise them and to appreciate the shift in who is responsible for your learning. At university, it is up to you to take control and to take the initiative. I hope that this doesn't sound too heavy. My intention is not to scare you or stress you. Throughout this DVD, we will discuss many study and revision techniques, and I will explain to you exactly how to take responsibility for your learning. It's not difficult, and it's nothing to be worried about.
At university, your success will depend largely upon your attitude, your interest, your enthusiasm and your self-belief. Get these things right and you're 70% there. The extra 30% is effective studying. Throughout this DVD, we will consider how to improve your study and revision skills. I will show you how to take responsibility for and control over your studies, and how to be active, not passive, in your approach to your work.